Welcome back to the True Crime Artifact channel. This clip is on Robert Berdella, also known as the Kansas City Butcher. Bob Berdella was born on January 31st, 1949, and he died on October 8th of 1992, which made him 43 years old at the time of his death. Bob Berdella was known as a kidnapper, a rapist, a torturer, and altogether he murdered 6 victims from the time frame of July 6, 1984 through April 2nd, 1988. What makes Bob Berdella's case strangely odd is that he also owned a local oddity shop in Kansas City. It was called Bob's Bizarre Bazaar. As I said before, he had 6 victims. His last victim was a male prostitute by the name of Chris Bryson. Chris Bryson followed in the same suit as the other 5 guys. The only difference was after 3 days of torture, he had ended up building this trust relationship with Bob Berdella. Bob Berdella wasn't paying attention, and Chris Bryson jumped from a second-story window of Berdella's house and ran across the street to a guy doing meter readings, and begged for help. And obviously that guy got him help. Authorities came and arrested Bob Berdella. The other odd thing is that when he did jump from the window, he was only wearing a dog collar. Pretty crazy. So, as the story goes, Berdella was arrested on April 2nd, 1988. He spent the rest of his life in prison. And he ended up dying on October 8th of 1992 from a heart attack. You might be asking where I would have found items like these, and the story is kind of neat. So Dell Dunmeyer was a real estate tycoon that lived in Kansas City, a very rich millionaire. He ended up buying off all of Bob Berdella's property, which included all the stuff that was taken as evidence when he was arrested. Once he died in 2016, his family decided to sell off a whole lot of stuff, and in that whole lot of stuff was all of Bob Berdella's belongings, literally. So, on to the piece. That's a photo of Bob Berdella. Sorry for the glare. As I scroll down, this is Bob Berdella's automobile insurance card, signed by Berdella, which is a really neat artifact considering this was personal property of Bob Berdella. Pretty cool. And then down here, I have a prescription that Bob Berdella had filled on February 27th of 1988. So this was very, very, very close to when he was arrested, which was on April 2nd, 1988. It says, take 1 tablet each evening as needed for hypertension. So the ironic part of this is that he died of a heart attack. And while he was in prison, he said that the prison mistreated him. They wouldn't give him his heart attack medicine, blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of what drew me to wanting to buy that prescription. I'm sure that in the midst of his tortures, that probably sat on a kitchen table, which makes it all the more creepy. So that concludes the Bob Berdella episode, or the first Bob Berdella episode. I'll probably make another one in the future. If you like the page, please hit the like button and subscribe. Feel free to tell others about the page. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. If you're into true crime, you know, it's kind of neat to get a backstory and be able to see some of these pieces. People that do true crime collecting, they put a lot of effort into being able to accommodate some of the crazy items they have. So anyway, that's Bob Berdella. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.